Hey, good afternoon, guys, and welcome to another episode of Spark the Revolution. I'm here on a beautiful, beautiful spring day in Denver, Colorado, just chilling outside with my dog. And as I'm sitting here on just this magnificent day, something really, kind of came across my mind that I just really wanted to share with you guys. And that's what we call as, our perspective of life, our perception. And our lives are really just, what we are currently perceiving right now. That actually becomes our reality. Now, I want you to imagine for a second. Imagine an NBA basketball player, right? Someone who's making millions of dollars to literally just play a game that we all watch on TV. And the only reason why they were able to become an NBA basketball player is because they perceived themselves to be doing that thing, right? They practiced basketball, they practiced dribbling, they practiced shooting, maybe they even had, a very blessed opportunity to have a really good body or a really good mind, but at the same time, they were doing everything in their power, to create that vision for themselves, to be that NBA basketball player. And now they're an NBA basketball player. So now I want you to think of what your life is and what you're currently perceiving right now. How do you see life? Do you see life as a joyful, incredible experience that you're just blessed with? Or do you see this life as something that's, really hard, something that you have to struggle with, because whatever you perceive is what your current reality is going to be. If you are currently, thinking that life is really tough, that things really don't usually go your way, that's usually what's going to happen. Almost always that's what's going to happen. And the opposite is also true. If you perceive, joy and happiness and peace in your life, then naturally your life and everything around you will also be peaceful. And now what I want you to think about next is imagine even your family and your friends, how do they perceive themselves? What do you see them as? Are they teachers? Are they lawyers? Are they people who work hard? Are they people that follow through? Are they people that tell the truth? Or are they people who are liars and people who, always things aren't going their way? Because however they perceive themselves is how you experience them. So if you want people to be more joyful and loving around you, you first need to look at yourself and how do you perceive life. If you're joyful and loving, naturally people of that nature will come around you, and people that aren't even in that, stage of perception yet, they're also going to be involved in that, reality that you create. And that's a beautiful thing. And, what this really all comes down to is realizing that, you and everyone else is actually creating their own perception. That's all that's going on right now. And the question really is are you creating this consciously, or, are you letting this game dictate you? One affirmation that I always love for myself is I say, dictate the game. Don't let the game dictate you. I see this game or this life as a game, because it's just always a choice. Do I want to be joyful? Do I want to be loving? Do I want to be helpful? Do I want to create something beautiful? Or do I want to be lazy today? Do I want to just, let life happen? And it's my perception. And, that's all we really need to work on in our lives is just enhancing our perception, making this reality, which is us, into a more beautiful thing every moment, every day. And really this is the ultimate blessing because we were given a choice, being human. So it's the most incredible thing. Think of an animal, it's actually bounded by nature or whatever you subject it to. If you give your dog a good life, it's going to be a happy dog, a peaceful dog. If you give your dog a bad place, you chain it up, you don't take it for walks, that dog's going to be miserable. And that, that's unfortunate because it does happen sometimes, but that's just an example. Now think of your life. The incredible thing about being human here, or about becoming human and being in this planet, being here right now, is that we came here with an immense possibility, that we came here with the power of choice, that we can be Christ-like, that we can be like Buddha, that we can be loving, and, or we can let life, take control of us, that we can be slack with life, that we can let the game dictate us, and that whenever a situation happens that necessarily we don't want or we don't like, we can go crazy. We have that choice. And, that's what really is just my inspiration. Do we want to make this earth into somewhere that is, our heaven, or do we want to make it into something that's our hell? And that's what I really think life all comes down to. And, how do we really cultivate this power within us? The simplest way is to just start making choices of how you're going to live your life starting right now. That you make the choice, that you become the creator of your life, and that you're going to start dictating the game. You're not going to let the game dictate you, that you alone are responsible for how you're feeling right now, that it's not your friends, it's not your family, it's not your job, it's actually you. And that if you can come to that realization, you're going to immediately become at peace. Because then you have that knowing that everything in your life is actually your doing. And not only will you have peace, you're going to have an incredible sense of energy and power. Because now, rather than life happening to you, you create your life. And that's, again, what's so beautiful about becoming human, And you know, my always wish and my blessing to people is don't let people take away that privilege from you. You're a human. You're an incredible possibility. You have the chance to change the world. You have the chance to change your life. You have the chance to change everything around you. You're not just born into a specific place and that's it. You have that possibility. And you know, now that you're in control, I hope that you can enhance that perception, and that you can change and transform yourself right now, and that you can also change and transform everyone around you. So keep going, spark the revolution, be the change that you want to see in the world. Let's go.